some fathers who paid tithe till they died. At their death, there was no money to buy coffin for them, but they paid tithe all their lives. Look at it.
Please, I want you to understand that God is not looking for who to use. He's looking for who to raise.
I don't know what these men are turning the gospel to. Like, this one is attacking this one is attacking this one. You are preaching prosperity, you are preaching turning the gospel upside down. You are this, you're da. God, I don't understand. Guys, listen to this video of Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche preaching about tithe, and Dr. Abel Damina preaching against it. What do you think, guys? Who is saying the truth? Who is speaking from the gospel the Bible's perspective? Let's know your thought, guys.
If God is responsible for the poor and rich, he must be a wicked God. Because if he really loves the world, if he is responsible for one man to be rich, then he should be responsible for every man to be rich.
If you think your tithe or your offering or your first fruit or anything like that is too much to give, keep it.
The number of tithers in Nigeria should have been the wealthiest nation on earth.
If you are doubting what it will be used for, keep it.
You can make money whether you have Jesus or not.
Missioners of this thing for since 1986 from the higher institution, tithe of pocket money. I'm not telling you what I was taught. I wasn't doing it because I wanted to be a pastor. I saw it in scripture. 13 naira was what was given to me a month. 3 naira was tithe. It has continued ceaselessly till tomorrow. Until when me and my wife married, she was tithing food. That is bag of rice. She will remove 1/10 out of it and give it out. One day we had the rice that couldn't finish. The more you fetched it, the more it continued. She became afraid at the end and dashed out the balance. What kind of food is this that will not finish? That was how rugged. We were not pastors then. 2 tiny young doctors. That was how we live our lives. And when a man has evidence, he's not at the mercy of one who has argument.
Boundary of knowledge that the entire scriptures are centered on the revelation of the Christ. It's not a money-making book. It's not a money-making book. He came to save his people from their sins. You can make money whether you have Jesus or not. You can make mad money whether you know Jesus or not. I just came back from Doha. Go and see. It's an Islamic country. Go and see. Go to Dubai and see. You in your country, every Friday night is starting out across the nation. You don't have roads. Uyo to Calabar is fasting and prayer. You used to drive it. The number of tithers in Nigeria should have been the wealthiest nation on earth if tithing was God's device for prosperity. There are some fathers who paid tithe till they died. At their death, there was no money to buy coffin for them, but they paid tithe all their lives. Look at it. Dr. Damina, my own is working for me. Is God a partial God? Why should your own work for you and that old man who is dying now without the hope of a coffin for his burial, but he has been paying tithe from a young boy? Nothing has worked for him. Why will God select to bless you and leave him alone? Is God responsible for class in society? Then if God is responsible for the poor and rich, he must be a wicked God. Then he doesn't really love the world like he says he does. Because if he really loves the world, if he is responsible for one man to be rich, then he should be responsible for every man to be rich. Look at him. When we speak to you, calm down and listen.